Mindset games is one of my favorite things to think of and to do, and I even teach in my classes, and I enjoy it so much. And for this one particularly, it relates more to the trust that our brain connects with to our body and to our learning experiences. And to put this into a story is often when I have students or people I talk with, they're trying to learn a new skill or build a new habit. Most of them, the reason they give up and they don't continue in learning this thing is mostly because they believe that they can do the thing, right? But why this is happening actually and how to change that. The thing is, often when you're trying to learn a new skill or build a new habit, you've somehow kind of created something opposite to it in your unconscious mind long time ago. So basically, you have been teaching your brain unconsciously that you cannot achieve that thing because you were doing the opposite thing, right? And now when we come to a time where we want actually to come over fear or to accomplish something new, we get stuck in this because we don't realize that we need to unlearn something first that our brain was conditioned to, and then after we can say we are ready to learn or to embody a new skill and habit. Until then, you can't just negotiate with your brain because you've been teaching your brain. If we take a quick example here, if someone comes to me and trying to learn free diving and their body and brain is not really trusting them and holding their breath and go down, I often ask them, like, think of how many times you've proven to your brain that you're a reckless person, that you're not really trustworthy that easy because from the brain part, yeah, not from people, because of how many times you went on a hike and you, since we were in the mountain, and you hurt yourself because you knew this jump wouldn't be easy and wouldn't be safe, yet you did it and you hurt yourself. How many times you went with your bike on over speed on a highway or in the mountain and you failed because you knew it anyway, it's going to happen. So basically, from someone who takes a lot of risk, maybe he was an ADHD person or other levels of risk, even as a kid, being a kid, that involves a lot of risk taking. Like kids just do the thing; they don't really overthink it, right? So through all these years, you've been embodying the idea of like, if I go to something risky, or I take risk, I mostly end up hurting myself. Does not matter if I enjoyed it or I had fun or not, because your brain sees like danger, right? Life threatening. That's the whole point. So as you have been doing this through the years, and then you come now to learn to hold your breath and dive under the surface of the water, your brain, the first thing of kind of recall all the experiences from the past of how many times that your brain didn't really trust you in doing the thing and you did it anyway, and you ended up proving to your brain that your brain was right. that that's then the reason why you can't just fully surrender and enjoy your experience underwater holding your breath, is because first we need to unlearn and make unlink with the neurons in your brain about whatever you conditioned your beliefs and your mind into. And then we are prepared with a clean foundation to build a new skill or a habit. In a bottom line, because you might be not referring to this in free diving, you might be having another experience. You don't have just to take this advice into free diving only. But whenever you're trying to learn something new in your life or build a new habit, just remember how many times you have done opposite thing to it, or maybe done nothing at all. That could be the thing. And just give yourself some time to unlearn the habits and the beliefs and the ideas that you have put in your mind through the years and time, so you have a clean foundation you can start with. So be patient. Things can take time and it varies from a person to a person. So never compare your experience, your learning experience to another person with unfair comparison, because this will take you nowhere. Just think of your own self experience. What was your mind conditioned to and how long? Make sense of things. Go search the internet. Ask the AI nowadays, ask friends. Someone could relate to a similar experience or a mindset, maybe a therapist or a coach. Maybe reach out to me, and someone could help you to figure out what logically or like what makes sense in terms of time to give yourself to unlearn the thing before starting on a clean new foundation. Fucking yay, I finished! 8 videos for the month!